At this time, I would ask that the FTBA board and district committee men please stand and be recognized. Again, if you just done it. Let's get this in order. Thank you. Would all past chairmen please stand and be recognized? I'm excited to recognize our newly elected chairman-elect, Rick Contos, and Secretary-Treasurer John Hooper. Would you both please stand? In addition to our newly elected executive officers, would the remaining members of the executive committee please rise to be recognized? These individuals include past chairman Kevin Hicks, Rusty Burchell, Danny Haley, and Curtis Long. Thank you. Great job. All right. This is what we've been waiting on. I think you done know who I am. I'm a lifelong Central Floridian. Been here 5 generations. 5 generations is in here now, nearly, but not quite. I've worked in the industry 47 years. Started out with Daddy. He started the company in 1958. A matter of fact, he started it in August of 1958. And Dan said a while ago, there's more people in this room than there is where I live by far. But anyway, I've worked in it. Me and Daddy Doug, we started out doing site work, grading jobs, everything but the paving. We started it in '78, moved on along. I worked out on the road with the crews growing up, and boy, did they teach me a lot. They didn't teach me to do this, and they didn't teach me how to talk like I should, but anyway, they taught me a lot of good road stuff. My daddy, he was a road guy. He loved it till the last day. He got excited about a road letting. I bet it wasn't 2 weeks before he passed. He loved it, and he sent it, he give it to us the same way. I mean, Christmas morning, me and Doug would get up, little boys. Guess what was around the Christmas tree? Little yellow trucks and little yellow tractors, and our mom would play with them in the yard with us. So it stuck. But, you know, he was a heck of an inspiration, and he was a hell of a partner. And my daddy, he had some great guys. One old guy worked with my daddy 40 years. A lot of you know him. His name was Ernest Shepherd. He was as much a cowboy as you are, Dan, and he was just about your size. And he worked with my daddy right next to him for 40 or 50 years. And he took me when I was a young boy, and I stayed around Ernest for 25 years close, and he mentored me and done me good. But anyway, that gets me a little sad nearly, but I wish he was here with me. We went on along, got Columbia Paving. That made us Anderson Columbia, and that's where we are today. That's where the name come from Columbia Paving, Columbia County. I think you know where the Anderson part come from, but I want to thank a few of the guys here. I can't see very far back, but Kevin told me I wouldn't be able to, but I want to thank some of the guys that's made all of this possible. I want the guys that works with us to stand up. Stand up. I know nobody stood up yet. Get up, those that work with us. And I want to I want to I would call out your name, but I don't want it to last all night, no worse than you do. But thank y'all very much for making this work out the way it has. You know, we probably like most of you in here, we come from up there in North Florida, kind of back in the country. That's probably why I talk like I do. I didn't talk to many people but Doug, and he talks worse than I do. But we didn't think we talked funny, me and him. We was normal. We'd talk about these people from up north. You hear them, Doug? Don't they talk funny? I got a buddy, a friend, y'all know Bob Pereira from Boston? Man, he said, why don't you come up here to Boston and help me do some work? I said, Bob, I don't work nowhere I need an interpreter, so I can't help you out, buddy. But anyway, it's been fun. We've had our ups and downs and our learning experiences, and it's been a heck of a ride, and I look forward to this next year. I got my brother Doug and his wife Lisa, Megan and AJ, and Will Childers. Stand up. They my brother Doug, his wife Lisa, his daughter Megan, her husband AJ, and Will, my nephew. He's my sister's son. And good luck to y'all. But it's been great. It's been fun. It's going to be fun for a little while longer. With this good DOT we got, plenty of money. We just got to figure out, we got to figure out how to make it go further. Got to make it go further. We got to be ready for a rougher day. It won't always be like it is today. And we got to be ready when it's not like it is today. We got to be ready to tighten it up. But throughout my years of working, I've been married to one girl for 41 years. Stand up, Sonia. She's been with me the whole time. She's been with me a lot, too. I bet she's rode 1,000,000 miles with me. And God almighty at the stuff she's heard on the phone. But, you know, anyway, I was on the road about 20 years without her a lot. And she stayed home and raised 3 kids and done a heck of a job with them. And they here with us, Amy and her husband Kyle, Tara and Jake, and Timber and Dylan. I almost forgot you, Dylan, but anyway. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I tell them about the 3 son-in-laws. That wouldn't be appropriate, but they'll tell you something. Tara just turned 40 yesterday or the day before, but anyway. I've been asked about this position several times over the decades now. I was on the board some years ago, and they fired me. I wouldn't come to the meetings. They kicked me off the board. I come back a few years later, and I was a little better the next time, but not a lot better. Then several years ago, I went to come into them, and I done it. I always liked it, and we always supported it, but we thought we had to be right on the job. You know, they couldn't work without us, so we done that. Anyway, I'm going to move down on through this and wrap it up, but I'd like to tell y'all what we expect to do, and y'all help us do the next year. I think you done know part of it, but you know, for the next year, some of my goals is with Dan and everybody helping. I want the contractor to become an agent of the DOT and help us with these lawsuits and our time spent with these attorneys, etc. We want to be the same as a CEI, an engineer, etc. Help protect us on our job sites where we work with you. We want to fall under the Sovereign Immunity Act is what we want to do. And I'm going to tell you, when we go to do that, we're going to need a lot of help getting that one done. So if we don't get it the first time, Rick, try it again. Keep on till you get it. I think we can. I'd like us to, FTBA, I would like us to hire, and we all know a good independent auditor, CPA firm. I'd like us to do an audit on the DOT like I don't think none of us has ever seen. I want to know where every dime of our tax money is going. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with work, but I think we can make it better. And you know what I think about the designing and the CEI and etc. We need to work on it. What? I was told something some time ago. Everybody in here know what a PD&E is? Do you? Do you? You will. Somebody'd almost have to tell me right now, but they do this. If they decide out here on I-4, you know, we might need a little extra capacity on I-4. Would y'all mostly agree with that? Well, to do that, to put an extra line, they have to do a PD&E, and it takes a minimum of 18 months, I think's correct. And it costs millions of dollars. And all they do that is they tell them at the PD&E, well, we need to add a lane on I-4. Well, where does this lane need to go? Well, it can't go but inside or outside. But well, we know, but and they tell me, and we can find out soon, I'm sure now. They say every district has got maybe 30 or more PD&Es laying on a shelf that cost an average of $2 million apiece. So what is that? What is there, 7, 8 districts in the state? Do that 30, that's is that 60 million a district, right? So a lot of money pissed away. We need to help them with that. I'm probably getting too comfortable now, but anyway, let's work on it and get it done, and I appreciate it. Look forward to the next year.